Resident Evil and Fortnite collabed. It was one of the biggest collaborations in the entire fucking universe. I mean, I seriously felt the multiverse shake from Fortnite and Resident Evil collabing. Of course, I'm joking. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. Fortnite's collab with everything at this point. I'm pretty sure by next year we'll have presidents and ex-presidents in Fortnite. Now I can 90-degree box you in and crank 90 to Donald Trump. But anyways, one of the biggest things about the Fortnite and Resident Evil collab is for Resident Evil fans, what's next? What exactly is going to be coming next? Now, honest to God, Fortnite has not had the Resident Evil skins in over a year. It's been like 500 days. There has not been a single Resident Evil skin even drip-fed to us. A single Resident Evil item. This begs the question of when will they actually reinstate these items into the item shop? And I think I know. I think these items are coming back to the item shop whenever another game releases. And we know that Capcom is working on 3 games right now, or at least 3 games. A Resident Evil 0 remake, a Code Veronica remake, and of course, Resident Evil 9. I think whatever items go into Fortnite next all completely depend on what game comes out next. I have a crazy theory. A crazy Big Bang game theory as to what will be next in the item shop. Like I said, it all revolves around whatever game Capcom does next, but Fortnite seems to have a little bit of a pattern with the Resident Evil skins, and I'm theorizing that it's going to follow this pattern. They seem to add 2 new skins for whatever game comes out. Even if one skin may not be related to the game, one skin has to be related to the game. Meaning that there's one unrelated, one related. Now, this is not at all a problem, as there's plenty of Resident Evil characters to pick from. But I think that if we had to guess, if there was a new Resident Evil game coming out, Fortnite would update 2 skins with 2 extra styles, 1 per skin, and then 2 new skins would come out without any styles to them. And I'm having to guess what it is. See, when Jill and Chris released way back in 2021, it was to help push out the Resident Evil 8 game. It was the promotion for Resident Evil 8. Chris had a Resident Evil 8 style, and Jill had a Resident Evil 3 remake style. Later on, they updated with extra styles to add RE5 Chris and an RE1 Jill Valentine, which honestly is peak. Those are the peak versions of those characters. So this is making me think. The next collaboration has to have an update style for Leon and Claire. And I think that's the easiest spot to start when we're theorizing. Leon and Claire will absolutely, probably, maybe get extra styles based on what is happening of the game. Except for Leon. I think Leon, honest to God, will just get his RE2 police uniform. I think that's kind of an obvious choice. If you're going to update a style for a character, I think it makes sense to add a previous incarnation that maybe is really popular. I don't think that they would add a 3rd style to Leon unless maybe they were adding his coat from, the beginning of Resident Evil 4. But other than that, I think generally Leon is probably just going to get his RE2 style. Claire, on the other hand, may have an interesting set of styles, maybe, that we could choose from. She doesn't really appear much in the games, but from her small appearances, she has the Code Veronica style, an RE2 Classic style, a Revelation style. I don't think Revelations will get used because it's really close to her RE2 remake design, which is the one they used in Fortnite anyways. Personally, I think if the Code Veronica remake comes out, Claire absolutely gets an updated style with her Code Veronica design. Then that begs the question, what are the 2 new characters if Code Veronica comes out? The 2 new characters if Code Veronica Remake is the first game to come out as a Resident Evil game, it will most definitely be Ada and Wesker. First of all, Wesker is incredibly integral to Code Veronica, so I could see where his importance would absolutely be necessary. But as for Ada, it's literally only because she's a hyper-popular character. Ada is an insanely popular character after Resident Evil 4 Remake. She became hyper-popular like Leon, and honestly, I couldn't see Ada not being the next character to choose. She is like the next most popular between the main 4 that have already come out. So if Code Veronica comes out, we will see Wesker and Ada as the 2 new playable skins, and a style choice for Claire being the Code Veronica style, and maybe possibly Leon getting an updated style choice with his RE2 police uniform. Now this begs the question, what happens if RE0 Remake comes out? If Resident Evil 0 Remake comes out, I can foresee most definitely Rebecca Chambers and Wesker being the main 2 characters, the new skins. Rebecca will obviously be implemented to promote RE0 Remake, but as for Wesker, it's also because he's a hyper-popular character. Wesker's the only villain in the series that is a constant. He's a villain that has appeared in multiple games. He even affects a little bit of RE0. So I could foresee Wesker being a popular character to implement if there is no other choice. As for Leon and Claire, they'll probably get updated styles based off of Code Veronica and RE2. The only major difference between the theory behind Code Veronica Remake and RE0 Remake is instead of Ada and Wesker, it'll just be Rebecca and Wesker, because Rebecca will obviously be used to promote Resident Evil 0. And it's not unheard of for Rebecca to be in a licensed game or as a licensed character. She was in Dead by Daylight, and that was when no new game was coming out. Like, RE4 I think was coming out maybe, or RE3 Remake, or RE8 or something. Yeah, Rebecca does pop up randomly sometimes, so honestly, Rebecca wouldn't be surprising. Now for the big theorizer. If Resident Evil 9 comes out first, not a remake, but 9, the newest game, I am for sure certain, I am 90% certain that we'll just get Ada and Wesker again. Unless possibly that they just update the styles for Jill and Leon, which are set to be the main characters of Resident Evil 9, at least according to a bunch of insider info. Leon and Jill might just get updated designs, but I don't know. They'll probably add 2 new characters, honestly, because it means more money. And I assume that it will be Ada and Wesker, because Ada and Wesker are the 2 next most popular characters. Absolutely, on God, no fucking way Fortnite adds Nemesis or Mr. X. I know they've added some pretty big fucking characters in the past, like the Incredible Hulk as a fucking playable character, and the fucking chicken from Family Guy. But I don't think that Nemesis or Mr. X are gonna get added. First of all, they are not to scale. If most Fortnite characters are all pretty much the same height, so having a Nemesis that is like Jill-sized would make no sense. That would just look wrong. And of course, I'm gonna hear people saying, well, actually, in Dead by Daylight they have Nemesis and he works pretty well. Yeah, because he's still like fucking 5 feet taller than Jill Valentine. It works fine because he is his own character and he is a killer. Honest to God, he would not work in Fortnite. I don't think that he would possibly work in Fortnite. So, the other character suggestions and ideas, which are just Nemesis and Mr. X, I don't think that could work. I think literally only human characters could work, like Albert Wesker, Ada Wong, Rebecca Chambers. And, maybe some other characters like Sheva. I don't think that Sheva will come out anytime soon. I don't think an RE5 remake's coming out all that soon. Possibly, maybe. If RE5 remake is the next remake, it'll be fucking Sheva and Wesker. Oh my god, Wesker's in everything. Every new character skin list I've come up with has fucking Wesker in it because Wesker's everywhere. It's either Ada and Wesker or Rebecca Wesker or Sheva Wesker. This is fucking... Anyways, if RE5 Remake happens to be the next game, Sheva and Wesker will absolutely be the new characters guaranteed. And they'll probably still add the Code Veronica and RE2 styles for Leon and Claire. But anyways, that was my little rant about Nemesis being in Fortnite. Nemesis and Mr. X cannot be in Fortnite. Their heights do not fucking match. And don't bring Thanos or Hulk into this. They don't fucking count.